Hey YouTube, I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be mixing the McGrath Mothership 5 palette, which looks like this, super pretty, all over social media, and the Bronze Ambition, which looks like this. Oh, and I'm probably gonna pick one color from my Melt Lovesick stack because I want to do a red look. I think I never know what I'm gonna do until I start, but you know the drill. We're gonna start with a crease color, transition shade, and then take it from there. I thought there was a red in here. There's a red, so I'm thinking I want to use this red because I want to play around with the red in the Mothership 5 palette. My palette got fingerprints all over it. This feels like a piece of artwork. This palette is so heavy, y'all. I got this for my birthday. So, transition shade, we're going to go into the Bronze Ambition palette first and take that middle brown shade. That one right there. And just fluff that in the crease with a crease brush. With a crease brush. A nice, clean crease brush. So what's up, YouTube? What y'all been up to? Y'all miss me? I want to thank you guys for all the support I've got so far. I know it's going to take time for people to find my channel, and I'm not going to be everybody's taste, but for the ones that do support me, thank you. I'm still working on getting better with editing and not being so awkward with my intro and so on and so forth. Just trying to, you know, master, if you will, the basics. So I'm fluffing it in the crease, and I told you, I don't know if you've seen the video where I said I started using these Wayne Goss brushes. I got a set of these brushes. This is a Wayne Goss number 16, and I said I wasn't sure how I felt about these brushes. I think I like them. These brushes are expensive. I have brushes from, shoot, almost every brand you could think of, except for that Hakuhodo. I want a Hakuhodo brush. How much they cost? I'm gonna have to check that out. But my favorite brushes come from Sigma and Real Techniques. I do like some Morphe brushes, but those are my favorite brushes. Most of my brushes are, nope, I'm lying. My favorite brushes come from Delium Tools. Delium Tools, Sigma, and Wayne Goss is about to make it into my favorites. Alright, I fluffed that into the crease, so the next color I want to go in with is that red shade. I don't know how this gonna go, y'all. If it don't go good, I'll just stop the video and start over and do something else. It's makeup. I'll wipe it off and start over. But this is from the Melt Lovesick stack, and this is in the shade Lovesick. This is the only stack I have. I do have the palette, the Gemini palette, but that's the only stack that I have. And I'm gonna put that a little bit lower. And I'm using this because it's a matte red, and I want to go into that shimmery red that's in the Mothership 5 palette because it's just so pretty and I can't resist it. And I've done a look with it before, but I did not fluff matte red in the crease. When I did a look with it before, I got compliments from older men, surprisingly. You'd be surprised. Men will give you compliments before some women will. Even if they admire what you're looking like or what you're wearing. It looks good. So that's fluffed into the crease, and I like how it's looking. But I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. This is the Morphe M506 brush. The reason why I said Delium Tools is my favorite And I do like some Morphe brushes is because of the way they wash. Some Morphe brushes, when you wash them, it's like you gotta throw them away because they don't hold their shape. But this particular one, I do like. And I'm using a smaller brush so it can look a little bit deeper. Because the smaller the brush you use, the more concentration you're gonna get. And I'm gonna concentrate, I'm gonna build it on the outer corner of the eye. And we only use 2 shades so far, but your eye will look like you use more than 2 shades just from switching the shape or the type of brush that you're using. I learned that from YouTube. And playing in makeup like I ain't got good sense. I look at some of my older pictures where I had makeup on, and I'll be like, why they let me outside like that? For real, for real. Like, I had some good makeup, but I didn't know what to do with it. And I thought I was cute. We talking about in my 30s. Because like I said before, in high school, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. My mother did not play that. So I'm just building that up on the outer corner. After this color, I'm going to go into that Mothership 5 palette. And I'm going to take that deep purple shade and smoke the outer corner out even more. Yeah, that's what I want. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, that deep purple shade. It's like an eggplant. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that just a tiny bit lower than where I packed on that matte red. Just a tiny bit. Yep, that's just what I needed. Y'all, where can I get one of those wing eyeliner stamps from? I know I always talk about that wing eyeliner stamp, but that's because I want to learn how to do a wing, you know? It's these hooded eyes, girl. I need to watch some tutorials on how to do a wing eyeliner. People be doing it like it's so easy. Watch, when I get it down pat, I'm gonna be like, hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a how to do a wing tutorial. Cause I'm gonna learn how to do it. Not today, but I'm gonna learn how to do it. So I took that eggplant color and I'm just putting it. It started a little lower than that red. I'm gonna go back in with that red. But on that outer V area, just fluffing it, giving the eye some dimension. Now I'm going back into that matte red from the melt stack. If you have melt stacks, do you still use them? I love the formula of these stack shadows, but these stacks is expensive. When you get what, 4 shades in a mirror that I can't see in, because that thing is little, and I've seen people do their whole makeup look with that little mirror. I don't see how y'all do it. Y'all gonna be blind. Like me. Okay. I like how we looking. I'm gonna take that wing eyes brush and I'm gonna go back into that brown shade, that caramelly brown shade. And I'm gonna load it up on the brush. See it? And I'm gonna take it and just go around everything. Because once you intensify your outer corner and you deepen everything up, sometimes you lose the first shade you put down, or it's not as prominent. So what you do is you go back in with the first shade you started with and just pull it back through the crease. So yeah, you just fluff that in the crease and put it back where you lost it. So the next shade I want to go in with, I don't think I'm going to use a base. I think it can stand on its own. I'm going to use the star of the show, which is that, it's Blitz Flame in the Pat McGrath palette. That red one. And I might put something else closer towards the inner corner, but I'm gonna start off with that shade, and I'm gonna use a Morphe M421 brush to pack it on. And that's this red shade. This red shade is so pretty. This would be so nice. Y'all see that brush? I'm not wetting it, I'm just going right in. But this would be so nice for a nice holiday Christmas party look. This red is pretty. And like I said, it's not my first time wearing this red. And it even looks good in the crease. So this is what I would call a hooded eye friendly shimmer. Because some shimmers don't blend in the crease well, but this one does. And it's so pretty. So pretty. And I have, after I got this palette, I discovered I had other red shimmers in my collection, but I don't have nothing else like this. So if you thinking you can dupe this particular shimmer, nope. I'm here to tell you, nope. Pat McGrath's formula is special. It really, really is. I've only heard a few people disagree with that. But 9 times out of 10, if somebody has her shadows, they'll tell you they are something special. The only Natasha Denona palette I have is the Mini Lila palette. And it didn't make me want to go out and spend that money on one of her bigger palettes, $429. Yeah, I just didn't. I kind of want to go into this chunky gold right here. It looks kind of chunky. I'm hoping I don't have a big mess on my face. Because like I said, I do have some foundation on. I'm thinking I should wet this. I'm just going to spray it with my Olay spray. Y'all know the drill. Love that spray. And I'm going to tap that towards the inner part of the eye. And the only reason why I sprayed it is because I want to minimize the fallout because I have foundation on. This is not my first time using this palette. I use that white shade, and if you've seen my son does my makeup tutorial, he used this palette in that video. But when I use this palette on my own, I always do my foundation last, just because on some of the shades the glitter will give you fallout. When you do your foundation last, you don't have to worry about that. But I still have to put on concealer, so I guess I can sweep it away if I get. I don't have a ton. Nothing to really talk about. Oh, that's pretty. That is so pretty. And I'm gonna go back in. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna go back in with the red shade and just make sure I overlap it really good. And bring that red shade out a little bit. This is pretty, y'all. If you're gonna splurge on a palette, and I've said this before, splurge on a Pat McGrath palette. You won't be sorry. You will not be sorry. And I'm gonna go back into that eggplant shade and just go back on the outer edge to blend those two shades together. That's it for eyes for now. I'm gonna add some concealer. I'm gonna use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Cafe, which y'all know is my favorite. And I'm not using a lot. It may look like a lot on camera, but I promise I'm not using a lot. I'm gonna put a dot of the Too Faced concealer just to add a little lightness. Sometimes I do like a little bit of lightness, not a lot, but just a little bit. And I'm gonna tap that out with a beauty blender. This foundation is really good, y'all. To be in a drugstore, and it's one of the lower price drugstore foundations, because y'all know these drugstore prices is getting out of hand. They might as well be in Sephora or department store, Saks Fifth Avenue. These drugstore brands. My thing is, if you're gonna be raising a price like that, you need to be giving out samples so people can test out your product. Y'all don't have no samples and you want to be having high-end prices. That's why most of my foundations are high-end, because I feel like if I'm gonna pay $20 for a drugstore foundation, I might as well save up a little bit more money and get a high-end foundation that I could get a sample of 45 times before I actually purchase it. And that's real talk, because y'all know I'm not lying when I say these drugstore prices is getting out of hand. They need to check themselves. Either that, or if you want high-end money, you need to do what high-end brands do, and that's give out some samples so people could test it out. You ever try, you know what it's like trying to match your foundation in the Walmart? You know they have the mirrors up on the counter where the product is, and me, I'm so short. You gotta stand on your tippy toes after you open a bottle you ain't supposed to be opening to try to see if it match your face. Come on, but your foundation is $25. That's why I stopped. I buy Star Glue from Amazon. I don't know, is that upside down? It's not you have to, because the lash band is so thick. You need to cover it. So I'm just gonna fluff that powder off, and I'm gonna put on a little bit of bronzer. I wanna use my, since I have a red eyeshadow look, I want my cheeks to be a little bit more on the warm side, so I'm gonna use Becca Maui Nights and just warm up the skin a little bit with this big Delium Tools. It's a blush brush, but you can use brushes for what you want to use it for, and I'm using it for bronzing. And then I need some number 19 brush, and I'm gonna take some of that Lovesick shade and just run it across the bottom lash line. I don't need too much pigment down there. And then I'm gonna put some bottom lash mascara on. Some bottom lash mascara, some blush, and then we are done. And some blusher. What blush? What blush? Blush and highlight. For blush, I'm going with MAC's Peachy Keen, just because it's nice and soft and the eyes are busy. And y'all already know what highlight I'm gonna use, right? Becca's Chocolate Geode. I have other Becca highlighters, but this is my favorite. This one and Topaz. I have the poured Topaz. So the poured Topaz is like a cream highlighter, and I do like that one a lot. A whole lot. And then for lips, I just want to put a gloss on. So I'm gonna put on, no, I'm gonna do a lip liner. I'm gonna use Pat McGrath's This says an eyeliner in black coffee, but I'm gonna use it on my lips. And I'm gonna pat it out, and then I'm gonna go in with Dose of Colors Honey I'm Home gloss. It's a peachy nude gloss. This that old school lippy when you used to use eyeliner. Don't act like you didn't. Everybody did. Now I'm gonna spray my face with my Olay spray. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. All right, spray my face just a little bit. And that's it. Thanks guys for tuning in for another video. This is the final look. The Pat McGrath palettes. Well, 2 of them. I do have a couple more. This is it for now. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. Need to brush out the front of that brow. Please thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. And until the next video, bye guys.